the next step is to customize the look of your store. So we have multiple options to do that. Let's first look at the edit theme. This basically allows you to edit the design of the store, so you can change the overall look and feel of your store. So we could add a custom logo if we want to, or a custom icon. The icon would show up here. We can upload this. Then we can choose the alignment of the logo. Maybe you want it on the left side, the right side, or any other place on our website. And now I just want to demonstrate what these options are for. So we can change the background color of our store. Let's say we want to make it red. We obviously don't want to do that, but let's just try it out. We can always preview it in a new window. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. So now everything is in red. We can expand it a little bit again. I don't think we like that. So let's change the color back to white. Okay, and now we can preview it again. Here's our web store. I think it already looks pretty nice. So as you can see, we can change almost all colors of the website. I think we can even change all colors of the website. So we have the navigation links, we have the text color, the heading text, and many more different fields like the button text color. We can also change the font of our website. Maybe we don't like this font, so we want to change it to Open Sans, for example, and the heading to something else, Merriweather. We can also use an image for the background, so it doesn't have to be a color. Maybe you want to use some beautiful image that you found on the internet. You can choose to show a search box, which we want to do, and there are many different options that you can also choose to change. You can create a slideshow, and here by adding various photos, I will show that in a little bit. And there's even more features for the product page, the collection page, and many more. But you can try those out on your own. So let's actually move on to something that I think is really cool. We can download a theme from the Shopify theme store and automatically install it on our own store. So let's try this out. Open up the link, and we want to choose only the free designs. So let's look for something nice. I think I like this one. So we want to click on Get Theme. In this case, I have it up here, and I want to copy it. So I paste it in this field. You can see it shows the entire URL of my store, or the web address of my store. And now we click on Login. Now it asks us, do we really want to install this theme? And we can do this by publish it as my shop's theme. So we go ahead and do this. Now it's downloading and installing the theme in our store, so this takes a little bit. And now it should be ready and installed. So this is the theme manager. You can always make some changes to the theme if you don't like it. And if you're an advanced user, you can also directly change the HTML and CSS code of this theme. So let's see how it looks like with the new theme in our store. I'm just gonna refresh it. And this is what it looks like. So it even explains to us like how can we add images to the slideshow. So let's go ahead and do this. Our products are still here. So let's go back to our web store, and we're looking at and now we're looking for the slideshow entries. So let's look where those are. Let's see if they're in the homepage. I think this looks good already. So for slide 1, we want to choose one of our slideshow images. In this case, I already prepared images, and you would obviously use your own. So let's select image 1, slide image 2, and a third one. That should already be enough for my store. But you see, you can obviously add much more things. And we want to save it. So let's see what it looks like. We reload the page, and there are our images. The slideshow is working, and here are our products and other entries. So, what entries do we actually need? I don't want the blog to be shown on my front page. I also want to remove the categories and this browse area. I also want to remove this one. So how can we do that? We can probably find more information again under our theme settings. I show you how you get there again. You just go to the navbar and you click on themes. You choose theme settings, and these entries are on the front page, so we want to choose home page. The slideshow is working, so we're not going to touch this. The product slider, but we want to remove the collection list. We also want to remove the blog by clicking on disable, or just removing the checkmark from the enable. And we also want to remove the browse. So let's save it one more time. And let's look again at our web store. We reload the page. Let's wait a second and see if the slideshow changes automatically. That looks good. And we removed all those additional entries that we don't like on our front page. So let's go back to our web store dashboard and see what we have to do next. We want to choose the dashboard here. And we're only one step away from our launch. So now we need to register a custom website address. So we do that by choosing Add a Domain. And then we have the option of either choosing an existing domain, which we can choose here, or we create a new one or buy a new domain. In this case, we want to go ahead and buy a new domain. So we click the Buy Domain button, and we want to register a new domain name. And this input field allows us to check the availability of our domain. So I'm just going to show it. I'm not going to go ahead and buy a domain as I don't want to keep my web shop. I just want to show you how it works. So let's see if this domain is still available. And we want to register it as a new domain name. And we click check availability. And this domain name is available. And now we can go ahead and set up our payment method. So we first have to make sure that we read the policies and the domain registration agreement. And then we would move on to the next page where we set up our payment method. I'm gonna skip this in this case because I don't want to set up a new domain name. So after we bought our domain or we added an existing domain, we're ready for the launch. So we would now select a plan to open our store. I would recommend to choose the basic plan, which is $29 a month. I think this gives you a pretty good idea of whether you like your store or you want to look for a different solution. Okay, so I actually switched to my other store to show you what happens next. So after you chose your plan, you're back at your dashboard, but now your dashboard looks a little bit different. So this area that says ready to sell allows you to enter additional information that you need to completely launch your store. So you want to make sure that you enter your banking information so you can start collecting payments. I already determined the shipping rates and the tax rates have been set for me. And you also want to remove your store password. So I forgot explaining this to you. When you're at your web store, you currently have a password that your customers have to enter before they see your store. Shopify added this function because right now you want to make sure that everything is working before anyone can go to your store. So whenever you're ready, you go to this website. You would do it down here. I have not picked a plan yet, so in this case I cannot remove the password. Just to make sure that I explain it correctly, you need to select a plan to remove the password from your web store. So let's go back to our admin, which is also the dashboard. So let's go over the dashboard. I first minimize this, and this is where it becomes really interesting. So we can see that today we had 0 orders. Yesterday we also had 0 orders. This is because my store is not live and no one is actually buying anything. I hope for you these numbers will be much higher and that you have a lot of orders a day. So let's look at the visitors. Here you can see how many visitors did you have at a given time and given day on your website. So for example, I can see that on the 3rd, I had 1 visitor at 5 p.m. Also interesting are the traffic sources. You can see how many users come directly to your website by entering your store's web address or URL. You can also see how many people were referred to your website, maybe because someone else is linking to your store. Search engines shows you how many people did find your store through Google or Bing or some other search engine. The top referrals will show you which websites are actually sending the most customers to your website. Down here we have a graph of all the sales that we have. In my case, this is 0. And we can track the conversions on our website. What's the percentage of people checking out that added an item to their cart? And how many people actually purchased at the end? And what are my top sellers? Which products are performing best in my store? And down here we would decide the payout schedule. When do we want Shopify to send payouts to our bank account or our PayPal account, for example?